Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe here with a very special look at the World of Tanks public test server. This is version 9.0. My goodness. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Look at this M4. Absolutely stunning. I cannot believe that they've been able to do this with this aging game engine. Talk about a fantastic job here. Now, for those of you that are not aware, they are remodeling all of the tanks eventually. For now, within the test, there's only 3 that they're calling HD, and it's the M4 Sherman, the Tiger 1, and the Russian T-54 are the only ones that have got new models. They've raised the poly count, and you can definitely see the difference. But on top of that, they have a new shader system in place that's been applied to all of the tanks. And they created a video where they showed the developers scanning the metal surface of tanks, and it allows them to replicate that on their models. So you can see how it looks like, you know, worn metal. And just seeing most of the detail in the lighting here on the turret, you can see how it works. It's fantastic. Now, again, this shader technique is being applied to all the tanks. See, this is an old model of the EZ8, but you can still see the shader technique there, hopefully on YouTube, as it does compress things. If we just look at the still image, you can kind of tell there. But it still looks pretty nice, but you're not getting the new high poly count model yet. So again, for now it's just the 3 Sherman, Tiger, T-54. But wow, it even makes some of the old tanks look pretty good. We'll go through a few of those later. Let's take a look at the Tiger 1 now. Holy smokes, look at that. That's simply gorgeous. The attention to detail. What? Look at the rifling in the barrel. You can look all the way down the barrel. Get out of town. Get the frack out of town. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I had seen in the videos that they had some rifling in the barrels, but I didn't know you could look all the way down the freaking barrel. That's just a bag of crazy. I'm shocked. You know, I'm really impressed. In some cases, they're sticking it to War Thunder. Now, War Thunder still has a really impressive camouflage and weathering system, and their models are nothing to laugh at. But wow, this is the metal, the shader technique that they're using here. Yeah, it's great. You know, the only thing that makes me sad right now is realizing that this is not a realistic game, that this is an arcade game, and this tank has hit points. It can be invisible. Man. That's what's sad. You look at these beautiful models and you wish that there was a hardcore mode or something. Let's take a look at the T-54. Wow. You see screenshots in other videos, but it just doesn't do it justice. There's the log. Gotta have the log on the Russian tank. Wow, unbelievable. See the rifling in this barrel. Look at that. They've upped the poly count severely on these tanks. You can totally see the difference. You're getting more rounded surfaces. I just, you know, when I first played the beta of this game, I just didn't think that it could ever be like this. I'm just blown away. Again, you can look at some of the old tanks. These are non-HD and see the shader effect applied, but I can't wait. Let's take a look at some of the old ones with the new shaders. My good old Centurion. Boy, I can't wait until you're HD. We keep saying HD. That's just because of what they keep calling it, but just higher poly count models. More details. So you can see how these road wheels are not as rounded as the new ones. I'm going to play this thing all day long once they make a new model for it. I just want to go back to the new ones. Screw you guys. I'm going home. But, see how much more rounded the road wheels are now? Wow. I wonder what the performance hit's going to be like. I've got my graphics maxed out, by the way, of course. I can't stop staring at it. I'm sorry. All right, let's take a look at some of the camouflage patterns applied to the new system. It's so much better. It looks like it's properly stenciled on. You can see the weathering and the wear and tear through. Oh, yeah. See, that's 10 times better. If you remember, some of the camo patterns, they were almost too bright depending on the base color. And on most of my American tanks, I just wouldn't put camo on because it looked terrible. They would almost be glowing. And this is a million times better. Forget 10 times. It's a million times better. That's crazy. Let's see some of the woodland ones. Oh, yeah, this one. This one always looks like it's glowing on the old system. So you can still see all the scratches through it and everything. That's just great. Wow. I'll still never like this pattern, but it looks better now. Or this one. Ketchup and mustard. This one's always been kind of cool, nice and subtle. Wow. All right, let's take a look at the Tiger, and then maybe we'll start trying to play this game a little bit. Now, I'm going to assume they didn't fix the road wheel problem. Did they? Did they? Did they? Nope. Well, obviously they didn't. We could see it on the other tanks, but I feel like for the German tanks, the camo pattern needs to also be applied to some of the road wheels, or all of the road wheels, actually. War Thunder does it perfectly. It's okay on the American tanks and the Russian tanks, and in some cases the British, because they already have a color that blends with the camo, but the Germans have that crazy gray color, so nothing really matches up. So you have green up here, but nothing over here, so it looks really weird. And obviously, if you've seen German tanks and pictures and everything, they always have the road wheels painted too. But just, again, seeing the wear and tear and the metal through this just looks incredible. You can really notice it here and even on the snow pattern. But now I think it is time to take a look at some historical battles. I believe there are currently 2 maps and historically accurate tanks with their proper guns and engines and whatnot. And it would seem that actually, like if we go to my Panzer, yeah, let me out of here. Take a look at this. They've changed a few things. I owned the Panzer IV, but now it's a skirted Ausf H. So I've got my proper looking Panzer here. But see, this is, I guess this is historical loadouts, or is it? I mean, if I go to historical battles, Panzer IV Ausf H. Can't really click on any other details, but you can go into battle and deal with that and see the Russians. Maybe just based on what I own. I obviously can't read any of this, so I'm not sure what I'm looking at really, but let's take, see, I think it's only Russians and Germans, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to start with the Tiger 1 since this is an HD model. And we're going to hit battle, and I think it also purchased historically accurate ammo loadouts. So if it had some sort of APCR ammo, it's going to give you some of that. They take all of that into account. Now, again, the downside is that they didn't make the game any more realistic. It's still hit points. It's still invisible tanks. It's still all the mechanics that World of Tanks is known for, but there's historical battles. Now, I think in a way, when you have more modes, you fragment the community a little bit because you're going to have some people going historical. You're going to have everybody else playing regular modes. So then you might have problems trying to matchmake that. And it's going to be really bad here just because we're trying to do it on a test server and there's not as many players. As you can see right now, there's only 3,945 people on test 1. So thank goodness for video transitions, I guess. Alright, we finally managed to make it into a battle, and keep in mind that the matchmaker is attempting to historically balance things. So for the most part, I think the Germans are going to have fewer tanks. I'm not sure. We've got 2 Ferdinands, 2 Tigers, Panzer, and a Stug. Wow, those 152s, KV-1. Keep in mind, everything is historically accurate in regards to gun loadouts. So we're not dealing with overpowered KV-1Ss or anything. But I don't know how this is going to go. Ammunition as well, so you can see that I've been given 2 rounds of APCR. I don't have a choice in regards to that matter, which is fine by me. Color changes when you go into sniper mode now. There we go. 1 out on the 1S. And another one there into his back. Hopefully nothing slips by on this right side. That's kind of what I'm worried about. But it seems like most of them are in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 5. I think we might want to try a flanking maneuver here at this point. We've softened them up a little bit. Back up this Panzer. One down. Maintain our angles here. Just reversed in the nick of time there. I don't have my accuracy. He's behind a rock. Don't want to forget about the targets in front of me, or to the left, I should say. That guy wanted to shoot at something, but it ended up being a mistake. How about you? Do it. I probably could have taken that shot. We've lost our Ferdinand. He's down. And I'm gonna go for this. Alright, so they're assuming that the SUs are camping. I don't have a shot. How about you? I'm gonna blind. Oh. Panzer IV is in my way.
Gegnerisches Fahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
The Tiger. Alright, we know where your friend's at.
Wirkungstreffer.
Let him have it.
Wir haben sie.
Boom. Kill confirmed. Well, that was kind of cool, but it was probably cool because I won. Oh, man. I like that, though, so far. I mean, if it's something where the balance is based on historical accuracy, it could really change how this game plays out. It'd be interesting when they let the Americans into it. Or you're probably going to get, you know, a multi-Sherman, maybe a couple of Wolverines or Hellcats or something against some hardened German armor. Now, here's the other one. Again, it seems like it's only Russians and Germans for now. And, of course, it seems like it's also based on what tanks are available to me. So I'm going to go ahead and probably go with the Panzer IV, and we'll transition into a battle. Alright, well, this one didn't take too long. And I'm, of course, in a Panzer IV this time around, so I'm going to have to be a lot more careful. I'm just really worried about those tank destroyers, so I'm probably going to want to maintain cover. With these types of numbers, we do really have to stick together. T-34 sighted. Kind of open on this left side, though. Somebody has a shot. Trying to utilize tree camo here. Oh. I want to assist with some track damage if I can.
Das muss wehtun. Der ging nicht durch.
Ooh. Fall back, fall back. Contacts right and front. We're gonna have to go downhill. We lost one.
Wir haben sie böse erwischt.
Alright, I've got 3 rounds of APCR, but I need to make them count. Wait till he pokes again. Actually, I don't think he's going to.
Gegnerfahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
Switching back to armor piercing.
Kritischer Treffer.
Su-100 is falling back. If he wants to peek, I'd be alright with that.
Wir haben sie nicht mal angekratzt.
They're in cover right now. Switching back to
Wir haben sie nicht mal angekratzt.
APCR. Left contact, he's down. I'm gonna provide overwatch for the Tiger. No, I think that IS wants to pull back though. He's in pursuit. The other guy's across the way. Can't really see him.
Der ging nicht durch.
Oh, no dice on the side. I just wasted an APCR there, I think.
Wirkungstreffer.
Time to dip. Okay, well, I'm gonna go this way as to not expose myself. I love the armor skirts on this Panzer. Always have. Let's see if we can get a different angle on this target. Taking multiple shots. Where is the...
Wir haben sie nicht mal angekratzt.
Yeah, I didn't really have much to shoot at there. Where's this other guy at? Kind of like to stick together, though. I think I had wasted one of my APCRs on an already dead target. I have to say I'm enjoying this historical battle, ladies and gents. So far, I'm sure it's not perfect just yet, but I'm seeing some potential. Even with the arcade gameplay, it's still kind of fun. Just knowing that things are down to historical loadouts, that helps a lot. Is this guy AFK? Or I could hit the snow, that's fine.
Wirkungstreffer. Erwischt.
Kill confirmed. Yeah, this is a game mode you probably don't want to have any AFK players. Oh, man. Okay, well, that was kind of fun, too, even in a Panzer IV. Wasn't perfect, but, man. If I didn't want to take a look at my Sherman, I would stay in historical battles, but I want to see this bad boy in action. So, unfortunately, it's just going to be a regular battle. But, yeah, I think once historical battles is perfected, you're probably going to see me in that most of the time, if not all of the time. I'm serious. That's probably where I will live. Alright, starting this one out at the beginning of the firefight. Sherman up front, of course, and gone. Sure, everybody's wanting to look at their new high poly tanks as well. Got some more contacts over here to the right. Let's see if we can get hull down on them. And one down. Just another Sherman left. What are you doing? Yeah, he's going to retreat at this point. There's no way. Why would you come back? Why would you come back? You know if you come back, you're going to get shot. You know it's a bad idea. I told him it was a bad idea. I'm just going to go ahead and rush him now, I guess. Yeah, now he's really dead. Alright, I'm going to go this way. Shouldn't be a huge problem. He's down. Behind a building, and let's see if we can get behind him. Are you going to back out? You going to back out? There she is. Suspension! I'm trying to look at it. Alright, well there it is. Well, we'll have to get into another match to get another look. I like playing with low numbers on a server. It's weird. It's almost like a different type of game with fewer people, but let's go ahead and throw some camo on here. Just rent it. And I think I'll go with this one. And maybe that one. And let's go ahead and do that again. I'm just doing this mostly to look at the pretty tanks. All right, we've made it into yet another battle. It's a miracle. It does take a little while, but it's worth it to see this beautiful Sherman. Oh, man. I still sit here. I look at it. Oh, it looks great. I just wish there was a realistic battle mode or something, but what are you going to do? Kind of want to test out the suspension a little bit more. I think the levels... I think this is one of the improved levels. They're looking alright. I don't know what else they could really do to them. This hill's not as good as it once was, so I don't want to spend too much time on here, but... try to flank around here. To the right. Performance for me, guys, is pretty good. I don't really have any performance complaints. I do also have VSync turned on for the purposes of filming, so... Ow.
Critical hit.
Critical hit, no damage.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Take that to the bank. I think they put the appropriate turret back on the Chaffee. Thank goodness. Maybe I can rebuy it now. That monstrosity of a turret they had thrown on it before. Some people apparently like the giant turret on the Chaffee, and for those of you who did, I suggest you perhaps get your eyes checked because it was terrible. Oh, we gotta be careful. Back up, full reverse. It's so weird looking at a tank that looks this good in this game. I just don't expect it. Is this guy checking me out? He's eyeing me. I'm gonna flank right here. Trying to give you guys a better look at the tank if I can. I don't want to crash into things. 2 contacts on the left. I keep thinking, wow, I can't wait to see the rest of the tanks redone, considering what they've pulled off here. We're going to have to move fast, though. Well, you know, we can cap and pull them back if we want to, but no target from here, I don't think. You almost have to remember that this is not historical battle after you get out of one, because you're used to thinking that the tanks might have different loadouts. So you have to go back into a normal game of World of Tanks and be on the lookout. E-25.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit.
He might be wanting to take a shot. Yep. I can call him there. Let's see. KV2. Sherman's down. Charge in via the right, probably, but I don't know if I'm going to get another piece of these guys. I might. Alrighty then. Go for that flank. I'm worried about this KV though.
Enemy armor is hit.
Supplies.
We didn't penetrate their armor. We didn't even scratch them.
Try to track him there. Go. Reverse, reverse. Does he still see me? No. What's he looking at? He's looking at me, I think. Well, he's looking...
Gotcha.
Yes! Kill confirmed. Alright. Nice. I love this tank, you know? Although we are playing on a test server, so anything goes. Who knows who's playing, what they're up to. They probably don't care. Numbers are low, but still a fun tank. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be it for this video. We took a look at some historical battles. We took a look at some of these beautiful HD models. I think in my next vid, I'll probably drive around in the HD T-54. And, you know, this is a step in the right direction. You know, it's not going to make it the best game on the planet or anything. We got a lot of tank games on the horizon. Obsidian Entertainment's working on their own armored warfare game with modern main battle tanks, and you know, War Thunder's still out there. So a long time ago, I had said competition is good. It makes other developers and publishers step up their game, and this is what I was talking about so many years ago, whether it was on my YouTube channel or not. When developers are competing with each other, they think about, okay, well, how can we make this better? Now, yes, was Wargaming planning these changes? They were. Historical battles, new models and things, they were. But I think that when War Thunder showed up with ground forces, it made them accelerate their timetable. And this is good for us, because now we have more games to look forward to and better games. So anyways, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining me. I will definitely see you on the next one.